Anna Kendrick has been labeled difficult to work with. Fans have called her rude, and directors are always arguing with her behind the scenes. At least that's what everyone thinks of Anna Kendrick. But in reality, Anna is a victim herself, going through a traumatic relationship and somehow making it through to the other side. So let's get into it. Now, there's a lot of people out there who do not like Anna Kendrick. Some people don't like her personality, some people don't like her acting, but I have a feeling that we have Anna Kendrick all wrong. You guys may remember in a past video, I brought up a past relationship that she spoke about in which her partner was harmful to her. Well, this changes a person, and I think that Anna had gone through such a traumatic situation that that's why we perceive her the way that she is. She's actually just someone who has been hurt and who is still hurting. Now, Anna goes in between being labeled hilarious and underrated to being cold, rude, and hard to like. Unfortunately, that's a common title in Hollywood for a lot of women who speak up for themselves. They're labeled hard to work with, and then you see them fizzle away. Now, Anna didn't have any directors speaking out against her, no fellow actors calling her out. She actually came up in the scene back in 2009 in a scene from a movie, Up in the Air. But it wasn't until Pitch Perfect when Anna became a household name. Now, while she was promoting Pitch Perfect 2, she opened up about a relationship she had been in for 6 years. Now, this is in 2022 when she started to feel comfortable sharing this. Now, the ex who she was opening up about was Ben Richardson, a cinematographer known for The Fault in Our Stars, Wind River, and Mayor of Easttown. Anna met him on the set of Drinking Buddies in 2013, and they dated from between 2014 through 2020. Anna claims that she went through a relationship filled of gaslighting, manipulation, and profound self-doubt. She says, "He told me one day that I was terrorizing him because I was just crying. He screamed in my face, 'You're terrorizing me.' But it was truly from the place of a person who believed that they were being terrorized." From what I'm reading, it seems like this Ben guy is skilled at making his partners feel like they are the problem. And that's how Anna felt for so long.
So the relationship was 7 years. It was like an overnight switch. It came out of absolutely nowhere, but was built on this foundation of I had so much love and trust for that person. So I thought it had to be me. Like if one of us is crazy, it must be me. It was very, very difficult to actually go, no, I think this is him. I think this is his stuff. Because I turned my life completely upside down trying to fix whatever was wrong with me.
And I think there's a lot of people out there, women and men, who have been in situations or really relationships in which they feel like they are the problem. They're being blamed and their emotions aren't being heard. Now, these two tried to go to therapy. This report claims the couple sought therapy, but at first, even their counselor was taken in by her partner's narrative. Quote, "Our couple's therapist just bought his stuff, kind of hook, line, and sinker." So the therapist was even being manipulated and gaslighted by Ben. Everything changed during one session in which Anna, overwhelmed, finally raised her voice. Later, she emailed the therapist to apologize, and his response became a breakthrough. He told me, "I'm so proud of you. That was a big moment of realizing I wasn't crazy." Here's a clip of Anna talking a little bit about this relationship on an episode of Call Her Daddy. Just so you guys are aware, we did change the pitch so we don't get copyrighted.
Because I think that was the thing that I didn't expect, was how totally convinced he was of his own victimhood. And I thought, like, well, if he's being manipulative, I'll know it because, you know, I'll smell the bullshit. Like, I'll smell that this is kind of a performance that he's putting on. But I don't think he was putting on a performance. I think he genuinely believed that I was, like, torturing him. He told me one day I was terrorizing him because I was just crying because I couldn't pretend that things were fine anymore. And I just started crying and he screamed in my face, "You're terrorizing me." Sometimes it was so emotional. It was like, "Anna, I'm begging you, like, you're ruining everything you're making." Like, it was so real for him that it was like, am I doing something terrible?
Have you ever been in a serious accident that changed everything? It's like a nightmare. One moment you're minding your own business, and the next you're in pain, you're confused, and trying to figure out how you're gonna deal with the amount of medical bills. And insurance, I mean, that could be a nightmare on its own. That is when I found out about Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. And trust me, they don't play around with lowball offers. They recently won $12 million in Florida and another $26 million in Philadelphia for crash victims. That is 34 to to 40 times higher than what insurance companies originally tried to pay. And here's the best part, you don't pay a dime unless they win your case. So it is literally risk-free to go and file a claim. So whether you've been hurt in an accident or at work or just simply walking down the street, your case could be worth millions and you might not even know it yet. You can start your claim right now at forthepeople.com/Sloan, or you can just scan the QR code on the screen with your phone's camera. Thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this video, and enjoy. Anna was hired for a movie, Alice Darling. They were filming in 2022, which centers on an emotionally abusive relationship. She took on the role while still processing what she had gone through. She said, "My plumber asked me how I was doing, and I trauma dumped on him. I physically couldn't keep up my act." Which is pretty rich coming from a professional actor or actress. I mean, she couldn't even act in front of the plumber to make sure he didn't detect anything. She really needed to outpour those emotions. She couldn't hold them in. And I think a lot of people in abusive relationships end up at that point. And it becomes debilitating. At one point, Anna actually told her agents that she had to stop working after her relationship ended. Anna had put 6 years into this relationship. She's dealing in, such a difficult industry where there are so many bad players that I think she was holding on to Ben, just hoping that this wasn't true. Anna told her team she didn't want to do any comedies anymore. She wasn't interested in smiling for the camera and pretending everything was fine. Now, Anna actually appeared on my number one favorite, well, actually my number two, because my number one favorite podcast is the Let's Get Into It podcast. Make sure you guys are subscribed. But my second favorite, a very close second, is Crime Chunky. And in this episode, Anna actually opened up about her donating money to charities to help women who were in the same position she was.
I was surprised to learn you didn't make any money on this either.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that, we're both sort of steeped in some really valid ethical questions around true crime. I sort of asked myself the question of do you feel gross about this? And I did. And so I'm not making money off of the movie. The money is going to, or has gone to, RAIN and to the National Center for Victims of Violent Crime, which was a charity that Matt Murphy recommended to me.
Now, the movie that Anna's talking about is Woman of the Hour, which is a film I believe she directed and starred in. And in this film, it is about a woman who survived someone trying to unalive her, which is part of the reason why Anna didn't feel comfortable, I guess, taking profit from this movie, because it's about a woman who was a victim in this situation. Anna said that she felt gross profiting from a true crime film centered on violence against women, which how many people in Hollywood would deny a paycheck to go and speak about it? I mean, this is incredible because I see so many crime podcasts, crime documentaries, movies, and things, and I've never heard of this. Someone donating what they made. Anna claims that this relationship with Ben changed her. She described how the relationship left her feeling like she was walking on eggshells. She was doubting herself and performing dishonesty to get through daily life. She didn't want to do comedy films anymore. She couldn't be funny. She wanted to do sad films. She couldn't give this quirky, relatable feel that she used to. She couldn't fake it. And I think Anna has every right to feel however she wants to after experiencing that. But there is a consequence of every action. And I think that when she kind of pulled away and lost this sense of happiness that came with her, we also got to see this side of Anna that people are now clocking nowadays. I found this article, 2 crazy stories that made the internet hate Anna Kendrick despite her acting career. Now, essentially, this article brings up 2 instances where Anna was labeled difficult to work with or possibly rude. One example being Anna allegedly asked to throw away all fan mail. And then a woman named Tyria also had a nasty encounter with Anna after 2 years.
I didn't want to make a part 2, but I just wanted to tell you guys, the fan mail that we collected was so
I don't know what this music is, but we're going to try to edit this out.
And gift cards to her favorite places, drawings, paintings, scrapbooks of times that they met her before. It was so nice. And all of that went into the trash. So if you went to go and visit this girl on her book tour.
Now, I could see why people would be upset because I have all of my letters right here. I've saved everything that you guys send to me. So I would never throw things away, which is probably why fans did not like to hear that Anna Kendrick just tossed the memorabilia in the trash.
And you gave her a gift from your heart. You should know it went in the garbage. Okay? And after that, I just said I would never support anything this chick does. Like, never. Fast forward 2 years, I run into her at Barney's, my colleague.
Now that is, I don't know what it's like to be on the receiving end of like an Anna Kendrick. Like, are they giving her rooms full of things? But I think that in part it's mostly that it didn't mean anything to her, that it was just so easy to throw these things away.
Colleague is actually helping her because I'm avoiding her like the plague. And after she helps her, she comes over to me and she's like, Tahira, like, did you know who that was? I was like, yeah, like, she's an actress. And she says, I had no idea who she was. And she got so nasty with me because I didn't know who she was. I said, oh my God, that sounds like the girl I met in 2016.
Now that TikTok went viral and so many people did not like Anna afterwards. I want to make a clear distinction though, that when doing the research for this video, looking up like Blake Lively and people who have spoken out against Blake Lively, there are so many people. When it comes to Anna Kendrick, there's not many. I mean, we had this TikToker, but that's like, one account. Like many viral TikToks do, this started a hate train. People questioning, I never liked her. I never liked her acting, singing, nothing. I knew her vibe was off. Another person writes, I knew I didn't like her just from her face. Now we got a reason. This person added, I knew there was a reason I didn't like her. And then finally, thanks for confirming why I never liked Anna. Drake commented, I feel so validated right now. I knew something was off. I knew it. Another person commented, I knew she was nasty and rude because she comes off on TV too super nice, and I knew that was fake. I mean, at this point, it just seems like people don't like her. Like Bunny Guardian commenting, I've always hated her so much. Casting her in anything is an automatic red flag because I know the person doing the casting has bad taste. Another comment reads, this is accurate. I went to the same hotel and she tied me up and beat me nearly to death and poured acid in my eye. So now we're just literally creating fake news because you don't like her. Anna did respond in her own way back in February 2021, writing, oh yeah, I'm a full cartoon villain with a don't you know who I am vibe. I eat puppies too. I'm going to delete this because it's seriously so dumb to give it life, but Jesus, haha. Believe me, I'm total garbage in tons of ways, but like, ugh, go to sleep, Anna. So clearly these rumors and people thinking that she is so hateful bothered her, which I don't know if I like love her response, but at least it shows that she cares, so she's not that bad. This Reddit post reads, well, in an unexpected twist to the story, Anna just made fans this year by responding to her and posting a picture of the letter that this particular fan wrote back to her in 2016. The letter was given to Anna in New York on her book tour on the same very day that this TikToker clout chaser said every piece of fan mail and gift was trashed. So, I mean, that's a pretty nice response from Anna to show that, no, I did not throw anything away. Here's the letter to prove to you. Another person added that the TikTok has just been proven to be lies by Anna herself. She tweeted a letter that was among the fan mail that she was accused of throwing out. Also, fans are showing some supportive proof that the TikTok girl was not even at the event or collecting the fan mail that she claims to have been. The girl on TikTok also was blocking every fan account of Anna's. So this, I don't know if that TikToker moved with like great intentions, and I think that this is the consequence of this. Like, I would never go out on the internet and just literally spew lies knowing that it's lies. Now, because Anna posted her proof, a lot of people were going after that TikToker for creating this story. Like this person writing, so how does she still have the fan mail she threw out? Tell us, bestie. Manu commented, you're embarrassing yourself, sweetie. You actually got -1 million out of 10 in liar skills. That's kind of sad. And then finally, now you're blocking us because you have no proof to show us and you still have the courage to block. I can't believe you. But despite that TikToker being proved wrong, we still see this like narrative that Anna Kendrick is difficult to work with. In an article from 2015, she was listed number 5 as an actor who's hard to work with. They write, the legendarily cruel Anna is most infamous for her night march treatment of directors, whether she's loosening the screws on Joe's chair to make him collapse at any given moment, or refusing to finish scenes unless this guy named Jason says kill me instead of cut, or planting evidence from unsolved crimes on Elizabeth Banks on set of Pitch Perfect 2. Anna is always going out of her way to make the director's life a living hell. Now, another TikToker came to the scene and decided to go and proclaim that they had read Anna's book, and they read that Anna doesn't like her fans, which is why we've got this unsettling behavior between her and the fan base, which I don't think actually exists, but clearly with these articles and this reputation, there's something there.
Welcome to Celebrities I've Heard Are Mean and Whether or Not I Care, Part 2. So, the notoriously rude Anna Kendrick. I actually do not care that she's rude because I've decided to wipe Anna Kendrick from my brain entirely. I read her memoir for my podcast, Celebrity Memoir Book Club. She hates her fans, and I've decided that I do not care about Anna Kendrick because I do not care to think about her at all.
So the rumor that Anna doesn't like her fans appears to stem from interpretations of her humor or tone. There's no passage in her book, Scrappy Little Nobody, where Anna says that she doesn't like her fans. Instead, the book focuses on her personal journey and career struggles and awkward moments in Hollywood. So her book, Scrappy Little Nobody, doesn't have that section within it. So I don't know where this information is even coming from or why these people feel inclined to go and create this content. Here are some quotes from the book. So many people say they want to be young again. You couldn't drag me to 21. All the hiding, all the pretending, and all the hanging out with people you don't actually like. Another quote reads, a person who smiles a lot and remembers everyone's birthday can turn out to be undercover crazy, a compulsive thief, and boring to boot. I don't put a lot of stock in nice. And then finally, another quote, I'm also okay if the most accurate description of me is nervous and a little salty. So besides these quotes that maybe seem like she's maybe not the most friendly, it's not speaking about her fans or that relationship at all. Another moment that I think people took wrong is when Anna admitted a fan found her home address and started sending her gifts. And she said she doesn't want anyone sending her things, which I think is totally valid. I mean, I have a P.O. box that you guys can go and send things to, but I wouldn't want you guys sending things to my home address or worse, like showing up. I think that's pretty valid for anyone who's in any entertainment and anyone who's not. I mean, comment below, would you guys want to give me your address and I just show up and send you things there? I don't know. So Anna revealed that she threw out a gift that was sent to her home, which I totally understand, especially in this age where you could be sent a stuffed animal with a camera in it or a microphone or a tracking device. There's a lot of weirdos out there. I don't think any of you guys are, but you know, they're out there.
She wanted people to know that she doesn't want stalkers sending gifts to her house, which I guess happened. She told Mark Maron on a friend of our show, she did his podcast, the WTF podcast. When she was on his show, she told a disturbing story about when a crazed fan sent a pricey present to her house.
So she doesn't want diamonds sent to her house?
No, she doesn't want anything sent to her private residence, and that's her point. And then they verified that they were real diamonds, but she still threw them in the trash can.
I understand, and that makes sense, but why throw it in the trash? Why not?
Because if it's a crazy stalker and she does accept it because it's diamonds, then he's going to think that, you know, in his mind that they are engaged or they're dating. And then if she sells it, it's like, how dare you? I mean, I guess throwing it away was your only option.
Yeah.
Now, another story about Anna I want to present to you guys is a moment where she was declared rude, but it was after a moment where the director was supposedly rude to her, which I'm all game for. If someone is talking bad to you, I don't care what position they're in, you could talk bad to them too.
Anna Kendrick is saying you to a director who mocked her in front of 100 extras on set. But the reality is she already got the last laugh. On the podcast, host Josh Horowitz asked her to talk about the worst note she ever got from a director, leading her to tell this story about one director's very obnoxious dick move. She said, quote, I remember a director once in a room full of 100 extras being like, hey, on this next one, just try something, just make something up, just improv something. That doesn't seem like an unusual ask, but Kendrick says that after she did some improv, quote, the director called cut and came over and once again in front of 100 extras was like, oof, let's go back to the script. Yeah, that's pretty rude, especially after he specifically asked for her to improv. Like if he didn't like what she did, he could just not say anything and then leave it out of the movie. Anna Kendrick continued, it really felt like a very specific power move thing to embarrass me, to gain dominance. It was very icky. But then the actress explained that she ended up getting the last laugh because, quote, the thing that I improv'd ended up in the trailer. So you.
So I found a Reddit post from 2 years ago where people started to talk about why Anna Kendrick has such a bad reputation. I mean, at this point, it seems like there's just a lot of people who are against her. She's, you know, ruffled some feathers, but she's not, I mean, a bad person. One person writes, although I haven't met her, I've seen nothing but nice stories from people who have. I'm pretty shocked that there's no proof TikTok saying that she's evil and everyone's believing it. She's explained that she's socially awkward and she's very sarcastic when it comes to her humor, which might be interpreted by some. I mean, I don't do well with sarcasm at all. I read it as literal proof. So sarcasm isn't great for me either. Like if someone says, oh, I hate you, I would actually think they do. I believe you. But sarcasm, it could be done right and it could be done wrong. When you think about like Blake Lively, one of Anna Kendrick's co-stars, she does sarcasm very wrong. And it reads that way. That's why we've got so many videos about her. But Anna Kendrick, she's a sarcastic person. And I think that if you really understand that, you could see through that she's not actually intentionally trying to be bad.
You Instagrammed a picture of you with Beyonce, and you,
yeah.
did you put this heart around it?
No, that was just there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Never have I ever been in handcuffs.
What?
Anna? Like
in a movie?
No.
No.
Oh no, Anna, you naughty girl.
Being arrested? That wasn't the question.
Taylor Swift or Katy Perry?
Katy Perry.
I've heard that about you.
I'm
okay.
a boob man.
Yeah.
You got a Tony nomination at the age of 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super
so
weird.
was that the start of your divahood? You know,
Yeah,
did you start
that's when I
tossing...
became a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't looked back. I haven't looked back.
No...
They're like, this for your alcoholic mom, and I'm like, no, it's for the alcoholic me.
You kissing Blake Lively. People are really obsessed about that.
Yeah, it's a tough job, you know.
Is that an extra large suitcase, or is that how tiny you really are?
Rude.
That I understand was pretty uncomfortable. You guys were in the shower together.
Uncomfortable was the best day of my life.
Really? I would like need her voice. I can't be a Disney princess ever.
Oh, Muffin, it's so hard being you. I'm a terrible negotiator because I just want to be like, come on. That's my negotiating tactic. Like, come on, don't. I'm one of those people that hates, not birthdays, I'll go to your birthday, but I hate my birthday because I hate attention. I am from New England.
Right. I totally relate to that comment below if you also hate your birthday.
So when it came to the Super Bowl,
Right.
Thank you, one person.
Yep.
I've been trying to like be more healthy and it's the worst. It's awful.
So in those clips, I feel like you see Anna's sarcasm and it hits right. Like this comment reads, I'm crying, quote, it's a tough job, you know? Another person added that her and Jennifer Lawrence are some of the funniest actors ever. And then Hennessy commented, she's the OG anti-pick-me girl. Another comment reads, OMG, I love her. She's so funny without being offensive or anything. And then finally, I didn't like her before this video, but now I do. So it's interesting to see how people could, you know, switch their feelings on her. And I think after that Call Her Daddy interview where she opened up about that relationship she had gone through, we got more of the relatability that we had been longing for. Hay commented, I never ever felt so seen in my life after listening to her talk on Call Her Daddy. Sophia commented, I actually respect Anna Kendrick's whole thing. I don't know why, but I can't explain it. And then finally, several other people write, I love her. I love her. She's a brilliant actress. And of course, after it was revealed that she was donating the profits that she got from that movie to charity, people also loved that. Courtney writes, the respect I have for this woman after this is unmatched. People try to say that Anna hates her fans or she's unfriendly, but recently in a video about Another Simple Favor, the movie she did with Blake Lively, we saw clips of Anna at the premiere taking pictures with fans, having a good time, and in my opinion, she seems likable and approachable.
So like that's take a selfie and then
I thought this came at a specific time. Is it time?
Yeah, it's time.
Oh my god, wait, so do I point it at you?
Yeah, point it at us and then...
Wait, how do I see what the photo is on the other side? I only see
Okay,
myself.
okay, flip,
Okay.
Yeah. That's so cute. Do you see it?
Did it come out?
Yes, it did. Thank you so much.
I mean, there's some celebrities out there that won't even stop and take a picture. So the fact that she's over here trying to figure out the phone and everything for them too, it's actually really cute. But I want to hear what you guys think of this story in the comments below. Looking at Ben Richardson, I mean, it looks like he's currently like 49 years old. He's chilling. Looking at his Instagram, it looks like he made a post back in January. He's got 300. I got more likes than him. 300 likes, 400 likes. Yeah, so he's still out here working. I don't really know why he didn't have to answer for what Anna had said about him, but he does have his comments limited, so maybe at one point people were going after him. But make sure you guys go follow me at SloanHooks, and thank you for watching this video. Shout out to Anna Kendrick out there. Maybe one day I'll interview her. Who knows? But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.